Hello everybody and welcome to the round 12 review. The first of the bye rounds is out of the way, the hardest bye rounds for me personally. And yeah, we're halfway through the year already. Wow, geez, only 12 weeks to go. Alright, so, tough week. I planned it to be the tough week. Wouldn't be shocked, well, actually, I think it's guaranteed with when you see my score, that my ranking will go down. But the way I'm looking at it is I'm looking at the buys as a block, and I'll see where I'm ranked after round 16, after all the buys are finished. Okay, so bit of a down one, but anyway, I'll get into that in a sec. First off, my trades. I traded out Matt Carroll. He had the buy, and not sure if he gets a game when the Blues play again, and with some players coming back. And in came Campbell Gray. So, made a little, about 70k or so in that. And also Campbell Gray has the defender forward swing, and he was 119k, and he had a pretty low break even, like negative 50 or something, I believe. Anyway, so that was my one and only trade. Could have made more trades, but I decided to stick to my guns and go through with my, what I plan on doing. Just made the one. Captain, vice captain, Dane Zorko. Thought he might have gone nuts against my mob, the Bombers. But, I forgot about, I think I said in my trades video that I was thinking, Lockie Neal, might get some attention from like a Durham or a Caldwell. I completely forgot about Matt Guelphy, who might go to Dane Zorko. I think he was on Dane Zorko. And, limited his output. And he only scored 66. Still had like 22 kicks or something. But anyway, 66 definitely not good enough. And Lockie Neal, anyway, he only scored like a 90. So I wouldn't have taken that either. Maxi Gawn, he's been in ripping form. Could have gone the Bailey Smith or Max Holmes. I think I would have lost out if I went with Max Holmes. But 110. So one of my lower captains, but probably just acceptable. So let's add that to our little spreadsheet thingy I've got here. Max Gawn, already put his name in. 110, and that brings our Supercoach captain's average to 126.9. Alright, onto the team. Well, you look at that score. Wow, not even a 1700. A 1684. Oh, man. So we got 81.6k in the spank, and we still got 14 trades. Lockout hasn't lifted yet, so actually, I was just wondering, why the hell do we have a Sunday night game when we only have 7 games? But then I realised, it's a public holiday in WA tomorrow, so okay, that makes sense. Anyway, going to do something a little bit different this week. I'm going to go through the games in chronological order, and just go through what I was thinking and why I made some moves, why I didn't make any moves. Alright, so, first off, Thursday night, Brisbane Essendon. Like I said before, Dane Zorko and Lockie Neal. I was flipping between, who do I make vice captain? Neither of them were any good, so, didn't take that 66, obviously. Zach Merritt with a 93. Don't think I'm really a fan of this role. At first, I was like, ooh, okay, Zach Merritt taking kickouts, but he's just playing in the back line, and need to get back in the CBAs, I think. Not sure what I'm going to do with him. Do we keep him? I think we have to keep him. But hopefully he can get some CBAs back. And we got Levi Ashcroft, who got subbed off at 3/4 time, I think it was, or in the third quarter, I think, with a 59. So he didn't hit his break even. He's probably going to have a high break even this week. So, could we have to trade him out? And that was it for that game. Then Friday night, we had Hawthorn Collingwood. And we only had one person in that game, and that was Nick Dacos, 116. And that is absolutely fine. Oh, he missed his break even by 1, though. No, that's fine. That's fine. All right, on to the Saturday games. Fremantle, Gold Coast. I think I only had the one player here, too. Jordan Clark, 143. Didn't get to watch much of this game. I was at work, so I watched the second quarter, I think it was. And, Jordan Clark looked like he was everywhere, taking kickouts, getting it, rebounding from the back line, getting it in the midfield. So, yeah, very happy with the 143 there. And then the next game, GWS versus Richmond, where, yeah, as we saw, unfortunately, Callan Ward's it looks like he's done his ACL, so, yeah, hopefully he's okay. We had Lockie Whitfield 116. Now, I only saw the second half of this game, and yeah, I was watching the live scores on Fan Footy, and it said that, Whitfield was playing starting with the forwards and joining the midfield. I'm like, oh no. But then I think he switched back in the second half and he got to a decent 116. So we take that, and yeah, please just, seagull off the back line, please, Lockie. And Campbell Gray with a 70. Yeah, good for a rookie score. He should make us some cash. Hopefully he keeps his spot in the side when Bolter comes back. I think Trainer played on the wing, and then he got subbed out. So, and he can play forward or back as well. So hopefully, Uze keeps him in there. Then the next game. Whoa, what a shellacking this was. We had the Adelaide Crows thumping Sydney at home. And I think, Malera called them on radio, an absolute rabble. Yeah, it definitely looked like it. And what's happened with Sydney? I know they got a few players out, but they changed the coach. I don't know. Anyway, they didn't look good. So who do we have in this game? We had Matt Roberts with a 90. He might just have to be our D6. He should, average around that, I would expect. Who else did we have here? We had... don't have any other Sydney... Oh, no. We'll get to you in a sec. Rankin, 62. Not near. Definitely... It was an absolute smashing, and, yeah, Rankin wasn't anywhere. He kicked a goal early. But, yeah, I didn't watch all of this game either. What the hell are you doing, Isaac? Oh, bloody hell. But, he's a very popular player, so, yeah, hopefully it doesn't hurt me too much. But, yeah, anyway. Now, Caden Cleary, a 6. Now, I looked at the team sheets, and I saw, Caleb Mitchell's in. He hasn't played all year. Yeah, surely he's the sub. But I didn't check until about 10 minutes before the game started, and it's Cleary that's the sub. Oh, man. I was thinking, you're getting, this is during the game, you're getting smashed. Got to make a change, Dean Cox. And he did that. He subbed out another popular pick, who I don't have in my side anymore, but some people still do, Riley Bias, after he scored a 7 or something. All right, so Cleary got a half. And I think in the first couple of minutes he was on 10 Supercoach points. Then, I don't know, he must have given away a free kick or had a clanger or something. He went back down to 6. And then he did absolutely nothing for the rest of the game. And he scored a 6. I thought, I could have traded him out. I could have reversed my trade. Brought in, Carroll instead. Put Carroll back on the field. But I didn't. Thought I'd stick to my guns again. And I thought, even if he scores a 20 or something, Cleary this is, he'll drop a bit of cash, but a 6, it's just disaster. My goodness. I forgot to mention Kako as well in the earlier. 52, about what I expected. I was expecting big things from him. Anyway. But Cleary, he's got to go this week. I was planning on doing it anyway, but yeah, probably could have done it this week. But I thought, he's still player on the field. I've got 19. Even if he gives me a 20, 30, it's better than a 0. Well, yeah, not much better than a 0. Alright, so that's it for that game. Next game, Melbourne and St Kilda playing in Alice Springs. Who do we have here? We've got Hugh Boxall. Scored a 40. Wasn't the sub. But he might as well have been the sub, because he only got about 50% game time. What are you doing, Ross? As you can probably see in the thumbnail, he was just on the bench. Is he not fit enough? Or is he just not rated? Either way, why pick him then? Anyway, he's reached his break even at least. All right. Next, Max Gorn, 110. Picked you as the captain because, yeah, I think Marshall, leaks points to Ruckman, I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, you didn't go big, Maxi, after being in such good form. But, yeah, we'll keep you. You didn't get your break even, so you might even dip below 700, maybe not, but come on, Maxi, you got Collingwood this week, so in a big game, so come on, bounce back. Well, I'm complaining about a 110, but anyway. Christian Petrarca, 88, probably a below par score from him as well. I think he had a pretty quiet third quarter, which cost him a 100 score. But we keep you. And then lastly, second lastly, Aiden Johnson, 30, subbed out. What a bad pick this has been. And you're probably going to get suspended as well. It's like your fifth game and you've been suspended twice. Well, you haven't been suspended yet, but I suspect you will be suspended after that bump. Yeah, you're just another dead rookie that's going to sit on my bench next to Cooper Simpson. I'm going to have no cover on my forward line. And you didn't even make your... Actually, no, you did make your break even by 8. So, thank you very much for the 20k or so, Aiden Johnson. Thank you very much. Jack Sinclair, 113. I think he was on like 80 or not, maybe close to 90 at half time. So, yeah, obviously a quiet second half, but very happy with the pick there. Alright, so... And then the last game, we had the Eagles and Geelong. So I had two player. I posted on Twitter, in order to get to 1800, which is, the Godfather magic number, I'm going to need Max Holmes and Bailey Smith to go 200 each. Well, yeah, they obviously didn't do that. So Max Holmes 107, Bailey Smith 129. Happy with those scores. It did look like Max Holmes was going to go bigger because he was on like 75 or something at halftime, but yeah, it's last quarter. Like, he spent a lot of time on the bench. What is it? I thought he was like a running machine, but anyway. All right, so that's how the team's looking. So I don't think lockout has lifted yet. Let's just go to home. And no, still hasn't lifted. So we'll come back and go through captains and trade plans and look at my rank shortly. Alright, looks like Supercoach has updated, so let's have a look and see how we went together. Alright, so 62k for the week, ouch. I'm in the top 2%. Okay, yep, I've dropped 1,594 spots to just inside the 4,000, in the top 4,000, sorry. But, I did plan on this being my worst bye week, so... I think it's only upwards from here. Alright, let's go back into the team. Alright, what could I look to do this week? First off, I'm going to put everybody back on the ground. So, Jordan Clark's missing this week. Let's put Zach Reid. Yeah, held him, by the way. I was thinking, do I just go him to Stewart in the last game because I'm having such a, shitty week? But, nope, going to stick to my plan. Alright, let's put Rosie back on the ground for Boxall. Let's put Cripps back on for... Ooh. Let's just put him on for Gross. And let's Daniel on for Johnson, you muppet. And Sinclair's off too. Okay. Alright, might not have a flex this week. Stuff it. Tom Gross, you might as well go there. Even though you're not going to get back in the side. Actually, Johnson, you're going to be suspended. Alright, so how many am I looking at so far this week before trades? Well, actually, Cleary, he might not even play. Let's just count him anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22... counting Reed because actually let's just trade him out. Let's just go through my plans. Looks like I'll have a full 22. Alright, so 4 scores will drop out. So let's trade out Zach Reed. Now, which defender will I pick? Well, I'm not going to pick a defender because I can put Rosie, I can put Holmes, or I could put Sinclair, or even Saad Al Houli if I wanted to, back here. Alright, in defense. So, actually, if I put, say, Jack Sinclair, let's put him back. Alright, so next off, let's trade out, I'd love to trade Kako, but it's going to have to be Cleary. Who goes? And then what I can do, sub Campbell Gray. So I've got 750. Oh, geez, is that even going to be enough for Bonds? Oh, stuff you, Cleary. Oh, this is going to hurt. Alright. Alright, what I might do here. Anus Clark. 637k. Okay. So, actually, Gross, get back up there. Now, and then I can just do, how much is Bond? Oh, I'm 6k short. Oh, no. No. Oh, okay, might have to change plan. Well, good thing in this position, I can trade in anyone on any line. Oh, wait, what the hell just happened there? Oh no, get rid of Bont. What the hell did I just do? No, you get back there. And then you get back there. So if I just do these trades, will I have to trade out a Lockie Ashcroft maybe? But Clear, he's gonna, if he even plays, he's gonna drop coin. Actually, let's look at a scenario. I'm not gonna lock in these trades yet anyway. Okay, let's just go Bontempelli. So I got 381k. Now, one thing I was thinking of doing, so I want, ideally, so I'm thinking Caldwell, but I don't think I have I've got too many round 16 bye players. I prefer, if I could, just to bring in guys that have already had their bye. So Carlton, North, Port Adelaide, and Bulldogs. So let's have a look here. And there's only Bond. Oh yeah, there's only one player in the whole comp who starts with Bond. Okay, so let's see who I can get with 381k. Let's go to where's players I can afford. Okay, any ones that I like here? Sanders, Carlton, especially with their run during the buys. So could I get a Hollands, Colby McKercher? Actually, what's his break even? 6, and he's playing West Coast. Could be interesting. Blake Acres, Cooper Lord, and the reason why I like Carlton players is because they've got who have they got this week? Essendon. They've got North Melbourne, and they've got Port Adelaide during the rest of the buys. So pretty good run there. Yeah, no, don't think I'm going to go any of these guys down here. So if anyone out of this lot, or maybe an Ollie Hollands, maybe a Blake Acres, and then trade them back out after the buys. But don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to unfilter. Is there anyone else that interests us? Now, I don't want any round 16 buy players, so no Brisbane, no Essendon, no Geelong, and no GWS. And no Saints or Freo players this week because they're on the bye. Any names here that I would be interested in? Isaac Cumming. Harley Reid. Didn't realise Harley Reid had defender status. No, not looking like there's many players that I'm interested in here. Okay, so maybe is there another rookie available? I'll have to wait for team sheets, I think. Is there a 99k player actually? Is there maybe a Tom McCarthy who might come in this week? Does he come in this week? Number 1 pick from the mid-season draft. Not going to lock these in yet, but alright, if I do that, then I'll have 282k. First off, he has to get picked first. Anyway, I'll just complete these trades just for now. So that would, if I were to do this, I would be left with 11 trades, a couple of positions, still a couple of primos to get. Alright, so yeah, we'll just leave it that for now, okay? I'll have some time during the week this week to assess our options and then wait for team sheets. Okay, on to our vice captain and captain video. Alright, so we've got the two big boys back. Who's North playing again? They're playing West. Oh, jeez, West Coast. Jeez, it's got to be Cherry, doesn't it? Might as well just sub Maxi Gorn on. And then, what other options have we got here? Carlton against Essendon. I don't know, Cripps or Chera. Collingwood, Melbourne, Dacos maybe. Yeah, I'm not going any Sydney players against Richmond. Could we VC the Bont? Our new recruit. Where is he? He's down the bottom here. Maybe just do a vice captain Bont and captain Cherry. Maybe that's the way to go. But I do think Cherry's going to go absolutely nuts against Flynn, so preferably I like my vice captain to have the highest score. And then maybe Zach Merritt, maybe? No. Oh, man. No, stuff it. Vice captain Bont, but he's going to have to go like a 150 for me to take it, maybe. Jeez, Adelaide Brisbane, that'll be a good game on Friday night. Yeah, I think that's what I might do. Anyway, well, geez, this video's gone a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you had a better week than I did. Not hard. And yeah, I'll see you in the round 13 trades video. See you. Bye.